Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to next week now, when we say goodbye to this Shabbat and we say hello to this next week and talk a little bit about what the Torah and Haftarah is coming up for this next week. But first, as we have talked about this Shabbat is Tu B'Av. It is a holiday that celebrates love, building a world of love. So we sing Olam Chesed Yibaneh, may a world of love and kindness be built. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Yadadai, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Yadadai, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Yadadai, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, I will build this world from love. And you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. So this Shabbat was Parashat Va'etchanan. It was the Torah portion that has the Shema and the Ve'ahavta in it. And the Ve'ahavta is about our love for God. And it coincided with two other specialities of this Shabbat. One is it was also Shabbat Nachamu, and Nachamu means may you all be comforted. And that name comes from the fact that we just observed Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, on which we recall all of the many terrible tragedies that happened for the Jewish people over many thousands of years, including the destruction of our temples. And traditionally, we also remember Kristallnacht, the night that is thought of to have marked the beginning of the Holocaust. And we begin then 7 Haftarot, 7 Haftorahs that come from the book of Isaiah. So 7 weeks in a row that are designed to comfort us and make us feel better, to console us. And it begins this Shabbat we just had. And then it was also Tu B'Av, the 15th of Av, the Hebrew month of Av, on which we celebrate good things that have happened for our people. And we embrace the notion of love between a couple and love as a community. And this next week now, we are in Parashat Akev. We're still in the book of Deuteronomy, and we're the second shlish, the second third of the Torah portion, is Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 4 through chapter 10, verse 11. And again, we're in our second week now, our second week of the book of Isaiah for the Haftarah, which is designed to comfort us again. And that's Isaiah 49, verse 14 through chapter 51, verse 3. So if you want to take a look at those. And with that, we're going to end Shabbat with our Havdalah ceremony. And I've pointed this out before, but I'll mention it again, that we sort of are ascending to the highest point that we can in Shabbat until finally we have concluded Shabbat. And that helps us also remember the order of the blessings for the Havdalah ceremony. So we move up our face as far as our senses go. So we begin with taste. We taste the wine as we say the blessing over the wine. We smell the spices that represent a sweet new week. And we move up to our eyes and we see the flame, and the light of the flame represents the light of Shabbat. Finally, we move up to our brains and the thought of the ending of Shabbat and the returning to a normal rest of the week. So if you know the melody, I ask you to please join in. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la la. First our wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam, Borei peri hagafen, Borei peri hagafen. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la. Now the spices. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam, Borei minei v'samim, Borei minei v'samim. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, ya la 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 lai lai lai, ya lai lai lai, ya lai lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam, Borei meorei ha'esh, Borei meorei ha'esh. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam, Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Listen for the sizzle. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, ya la la lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la. And then we sing a song of peace for peace. Eliyahu Hanavi asking the prophet Elijah to herald in an age of peace. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera ve'amenu, Yavo Eleinu, Im Mashiach ben David, Im Mashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. And then on Shabbat we say Shabbat Shalom. And when we end Shabbat, we say Shavua Tov, may you have a good week. Shavua Tov, 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 Shavua Tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Shavua Tov. And for those who are going to go to bed in a little while, we can finish our next week now with some Shema, a bedtime Shema and Hashkivenu. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto Le'olam, Le'olam Va'ed. And we end with a Hashkivenu, and I'd like to bring to you a new Hashkivenu that I've written, and I'm honored to bring it to you now. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace. Raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. Hashkivenu leshalom, vehamidenu lechaim. Hashkivenu leshalom, vehamidenu lechaim. Baruch atah Adonai, Hapores Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al kol amo Yisrael, Ve'al Yerushalayim. Shavua Tov, may you have a good week. And Laila Tov, may you have a good night. Thank you so much for joining me for next week now, and I'll see everyone next time.